My name is Addie Miller, and I am creating this video as a fulfillment of a requirement for Political Science 3620 in spring of 2015. I am giving my speech based on the piece by Heidi Hartman entitled The Unhappy Marriage of Marxism and Feminism Towards a More Progressive Union. I am addressing the issue of the glass ceiling, which is a metaphor that aims to explain the difficulty women face when trying to obtain high-level corporate positions. The glass ceiling is an invisible barrier that prevents women from obtaining these high-level corporate positions. Women are aware and usually educated about this barrier, yet it prevents them from obtaining positions that they are just as, if not more qualified for, than their male counterpart. A major contributor to the glass ceiling remaining in place is our society's adherence to a systematically patriarchal set of behaviors within a corporate environment. All men in a hierarchy of power have power over at least some women. Therefore, it is safe to assume that men within the corporate hierarchy have power over the women within it. The men within the corporate hierarchy are dependent on one another to maintain this power, which is recognizable in the presence of the old boys network that frequently exists within corporate environments. Women end up being excluded from the high-level corporate positions because male executives tend to look towards people with school ties to themselves, former colleagues, and people who are as much like themselves as possible. The patriarchal old boys network, by restricting women from upper management positions, restricts a woman's access to resources, making heterosexual marriage an economically beneficial arrangement for women, and gives men power over women. By marrying a man who has more potential to obtain high-end positions, a woman could get by earning less money. However, this puts husbands in a position of power over their wives, who are already subjected to this hierarchy in the workforce. In addition, children who are raised in a household structure such as this often become molded to the concept of a male hierarchy over women. This patriarchal system creates a division of labor, separated by sex, which generates the need for women to marry men for economic reasons. While women from the corporate class might have an advantage over working class men, within the corporate hierarchy they're held back from the top-level executive jobs and frequently end up in support jobs that have little opportunity for advancement. Women are frequently put into positions responsible for handling women's work, which tend to pay less and are thought to be appropriate to a woman's role. In conclusion, we can address the glass ceiling as an oppressor to women as a group, simply because of their gender classification. The corporate environment works like this in part because of the economic necessity of a male-dominated marriage, which produces children who adhere to the same status quo. This carries over into the work environment through the patriarchal tendency of men to network together and exclude women from high-paying jobs that they are qualified for, effectively creating a glass ceiling.